So yeah, this one was from my childhood. This is Microsoft Dangerous Creatures. So this was basically just a little encyclopedia that taught you about dangerous animals. Um, and yeah, not all of them are from Australia, so that's kind of interesting. Yeah, blah 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 blah. All right, jumps chucks you straight in too. Got some jungle music going, bit jungle ambiance. I like it. Yeah, move that there. So what do we got? Contents, weapons, atlas, guide, index. And yeah, I like the yeah. So this would have been part of. I know Microsoft did a lot of these kind of packs of educational programs when you bought like a pre-built PC back in like the mid to late 90s. There were some really big bundles, if memory serves me right. And they were definitely interesting. All right, let's go. I don't know where to start, to be honest. We don't even get like a big rundown or anything. Well, let's start in the middle with guides. Oh wow, okay. There's actual like guided tours. So what do we got? Australian Walkabout, North American Trek, Coral Reef, Aboriginal Dreamtime, African Stories. I don't think I ever checked these out. First played it. Try Australian Walkabout though.
Here we are in Australia, ready to go, as the Aboriginal people would say, on walkabout. Now that means going off into the bush. We'll see a lot of odd creatures here.
Dude can't even wear a slouch hat properly. Fucking hell.
Well, they're no more odd than we are, really, except they live only in Australia and on surrounding islands. Got your hats and walking sticks ready? Well, hopefully we won't need more than one first aid kit.
Yeah,
Click the button at the right, and we'll get started.
Yeah, no worries. Yeah, the art style's kind of reminding me of yeah, the actual style of it's reminding me of like the Amazon trailer a little bit, if I'm being honest.
What is that? Oh, definitely not a monotreme or a marsupial. No. Oh, it's one of those show-off frilled lizards. Oh, they spread their neck frills, hiss, and lunge at you. And they can even raise up on their two hind feet and trot after you. Oh, they're quite impressive, actually. But they think much too much of themselves. They're always appearing on television in those nature shows and all that. Pay this one no mind. Just walk on.
Yeah, it's funny. Like, I used to live in a rural area, and I don't think I ever saw any of these in the wild. You see a lot of goannas and other sort of lizards, but I think these are only like probably Northern Territory, if anything. But we get to watch some video clips at least. Oh yeah, a little quick time movie.
A surprise can be a good defense.
Oh, big kitties.
Handstand and threatens to shower the jaguar with its acrid spray. It's enough to make the big cat back off.
Yeah, that's cute. Oh god, yes. The evil cane toad. Oh, okay, this leads you off the guided tour though. Yeah, right. No, we'll keep touring. I like the voiceover we're getting.
Well, if it's not reptiles on the ground, it's reptiles in the trees, for heaven's sake. These are green tree pythons. Well, yes, of course, I can see that they're not green. They're obviously not even the same color. But they are green tree pythons. You see, they're just juveniles. Well, take my word for it. I have a PhD in zoology.
Yeah, sure you do, buddy. Yeah, what was it? Yeah, we definitely, where I grew up, we definitely got a mix of snakes. We never used to get taipans, though. Yeah, global warming's kind of affected things a bit, and you used to have to go like a lot further north in Queensland to actually see taipans. But yeah, I remember seeing a few at work when I was working up there. They do like to stick around, and yeah, taipans are very aggressive. You definitely have to be careful with them.
Will turn green like this with time. Those pits around its mouth.
But yeah, I remember we used to get like people coming around, like animal handlers coming around to schools and showing off snakes and stuff. That was always interesting.
More of a bird or a bat.
Yeah, cool.
At last, we're getting to the monotremes. Oh, just like those pythons we were looking at. The little anteater shown here at the bottom lays eggs. That's why we say that the echidna is a monotreme, a primitive type of mammal closely related to the reptiles from which it evolved more than 200 million years ago. But a mother echidna doesn't guard a bunch of eggs like a python would. Oh, no, no. She just lays one egg into a special pouch on her abdomen. And after about 10 days, the baby hatches. It stays in its mother's pouch until it starts to develop prickly spines. At which point you can't blame Mom for insisting that it get out.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, so that is definitely interesting. So this is our version of the porcupine, the echidna. But yeah, it's unique in the sense it's something called a monotreme, which, it lays an egg. And I think it's literally this and the platypus that are classified as monotremes, as far as I know off the top of my head. I might just quickly look that up.
Here's the only other type of monotreme on Earth today. Now, when Europeans first saw the dried skin, bill, and feet of a platypus, they thought it was somebody's idea of a joke. And they didn't even know about the platypus's behavior, about how it laid an egg and nursed its young. Oh, speaking of nursing, did you know that the milk of monotremes just oozes out onto their fur in special patches, and the babies lick it off instead of suckling like other mammals do? Ew, rather messy, I'd imagine. I'm feeling a bit sticky myself in this heat. How about a visit to the
I was busy looking at the article. Why is he saying he's sticky? But yeah, no, I just looked up monotremes, and it's literally platypus and echidnas. There's like 4 species of echidna. But yeah, these look cute and cuddly, and to a degree they are like cute and interesting, but yeah, a little dangerous.
They look cuddly, but don't plan on making one a pet. Like all wild animals, it's happiest and healthiest in its own environment.
Oh, that's just telling the kids, like, yeah, don't pick up wild animals. That is fair. But no, I can't remember if it's the male or females, but one of them actually has like spurs on its back feet that are poisonous. We're gonna get anything about that? Yeah.
No scary claws.
And that spur is actually venomous.
About a platypus.
That's a little crazy, and it has its like even has its own venom gland. Yeah, it's such a weird animal, isn't it? Oh, we could have learned about stingrays too. Worked out what killed Steve Irwin.
Not. That's a saltwater crocodile, and they have been known to eat people. Well, not often, of course, but I don't want to be one of those front-page statistics in the Australian newspapers. And if any of you were to be eaten, they'd probably stick me back at that desk job again, alphabetizing animals by their scientific names, which nobody can ever seem to agree on for more than a month at a time. And, well, as they say, regression is the better part of valor. Is that right? Well, anyway, I mean to say, let's retreat, but don't turn your backs on this beast.
Yeah, often a good idea, because crocs are pretty aggressive. Yeah, what to say about crocs? I'm actually glad I don't live in an area where they are that prominent anymore. Yeah, because they did like to hang around rivers and stuff, and will eat what's available. Oh, cool! We get little baby croc with some video. Yeah, that's usually what happens whenever I check these out. I'll like read a couple of the things, and I'll like just watch the videos. This one doesn't want to play though. Okay. Try another one then.
And what is that?
Yes.
Oh no, it's a Sydney funnel web spider. Oh, these are feisty little spiders, and their venom is quite deadly. No, it's a good thing we've got on hiking boots. Back away, slowly, quietly. Don't make it mad. The rumor is that these fellows have bad tempers. Although how you can tell what a spider is thinking, I've no idea.
Yeah, funnel web spiders are quite aggressive and quite venomous. Oh, and that's right. Yeah, it tells you just like why they're dangerous.
In Australia,
you get a little thing up here. That's cool.
Or snake.
Hang on, I should put the overlay on, shouldn't I? There we go. Right, you want to repeat that for us, buddy?
In Australia, don't get too friendly with any spider, or snake, or reptile, or amphibian. Australia is home to a lot of amazing animals, and many of them are venomous.
They certainly are. Yeah. Yeah, I saw he died a couple of years ago. I remember, yeah, like I was saying, like one of the, we'd have animal handlers coming to our school, and one of them was a guy called Ramchandra, I think his name was, and yeah, interesting sort of dude. But yeah, spent most of his life handling snakes because that was like that's a legit job in Queensland and the Northern Territory and stuff. You hire a dude to go and get rid of snakes if they've come into your house for any reason. But yeah, very, very. I think he had a good run. I think he got to at least 80.
Bug. Build a web on the ground. Hide in the middle.
But yeah, no, I've heard.
And rush out when the vibration.
Yeah, there's people who've actually tried to catch funnel web spiders in like a matchbox, and the fangs on a funnel web are actually sharp enough to punch through the cardboard of the matchbox and like sting you. It's a little crazy, but yeah, there's. You don't see these. Yeah, these all seem to be like kind of like northern Australian animals. You don't get anything too dangerous down in the south. You don't really get snakes. You don't get cane toads. It's just too cold for them. Yeah, like we don't get a lot of reptiles.
These worm-like babies make their way to mom's pouch, where they latch onto a nipple and start nursing.
Oh, hang on, koalas and monotremes as well?
Now, why people sometimes call this marsupial?
Okay, I was just going off Wikipedia. It said nothing about
I suppose it's because it looks like
koalas being monotremes. Well, there you go.
It's not even related to bears, so please, just call it a koala.
Yep, and they're definitely cute. They are definitely aggressive, though. Yeah, I've seen some interesting bloody koala fights out there.
A teddy bear? No, a koala, not a bear at all. From koalas to wombats.
And that's the craziest thing with a lot of Australian animals. Like, they're just literally all muscle.
Australia is filled with the most
No, that is something you have to be careful with. Like, if you go four-wheel driving out in the bush in the area where I live now, in Victoria, you do have to watch out for echidnas and wombats, because they actually like sit on the roads to sort of keep warm when it's cold. And yeah, if you hit a wombat in a four-wheel drive, you're actually gonna probably come off second best, because they're solid enough that if you hit it, you'll like break an axle on your car.
According to the fossil evidence we've discovered so far, marsupials first evolved during the late Cretaceous period.
Yeah, I don't. Why is a wallaby here? Wallaby's not dangerous. Like red kangaroo is. That's definitely a dangerous animal because they're 7 foot tall. Wallabies aren't too bad though. I like wallabies. Wallabies are cute. And they are sort of fairly placid too. Like I have seen. Yeah, you can go to like certain parks, and there's like ones that just hang out that they take care of.
As well as kangaroo-like animals and small mousy marsupials that you can still see today. And before you ask, no, I wasn't around in prehistoric times. Thank you.
Okay, no, interesting little commentary we're getting, I suppose. But yeah, no, they're definitely cute. Oh, hang on, can we go back? Hang on, go back.
These marsupials are wallabies.
No, I saw something about, no, we literally just checked this. Sorry, I'm old, my memory sucks.
Oh dear.
Going again. Oh yeah, Thorny Devil.
Well, I suppose it's only natural. Australia has its fair share of them. Oh, some people call this spiky creature a moloch, but others say it's a thorny devil, and there's no denying the appropriateness of that name. The thorns not only keep other animals from biting it, but they're arranged in such a way that they gather the dew and funnel the drips of water right into the lizard's mouth.
Yeah, that's what they're for. Well, there you go.
Trying to devise a similar system with a tin hat and a drain pipe, but I'm getting tired of standing around all night collecting dew. Well, you just can't beat Mother Nature.
Why are you sitting there watching it, mate? Just put the dew collector out, and you'll probably have some in the morning. Yeah, plenty of desert in Australia, that's for sure. Australian outback.
In this isolated area, some primitive mammals have changed very
Yeah, so that's a red kangaroo. That one is significantly more. That's the most dangerous of the kangaroos. Coping with the heat. Who's going to cope with the heat?
From a hawk's viewpoint, a desert is a good home. There's lots of room to fly, and saguaro cacti make fine perches to sit on. You can spot dinner from a long way off. From a rabbit's viewpoint, there aren't many places.
Yeah, get that rabbit, boy. Get him. Yep, just straight in. Yeah, what was I thinking about with we do get some interesting eagles in Australia as well. I remember seeing one like carrying flew past the window of my car as I was driving past, and had like a rat carcass in its talons. I thought that was metal as shit.
Here are
And
more
Tassie devils.
Tasmanian devils. If you put several of these little marsupials into a confined area with a small amount of meat, oh, you'd find out how they got their name. Oh, you never heard such growling and yowling and hissing in your life. Oh, they'll gobble down hair, bones, intestines, almost anything they can cram in between their sharp little teeth. Oh, but they're really quite placid fellows, as long as you don't get between them and their food. Oh, I offered one a dog biscuit once. Did I ever show you the scar on my hand?
Okay. Oh yeah, Danger Down Under. That's the name of my porno.
Is home to many dangerous animals.
Yeah, I cannot stand. Like, there's one of the many reasons why I left Queensland. It is a literal plague of cane toads. They are everywhere. Oh yeah, you don't see much about death adders around the place. Ah, babies. Babies are the deadliest of all, going by that. Okay, what factoids we got about Tassie devils? Biting, clawing. Ah, it eats carrion. Okay. Eats snakes, but yeah, relegated to Tasmania, so off the mainland. I don't know if they've licked the problem though, but there was a big run of these things developing facial cancers, and I don't know if they've actually managed to sort that out yet, but yeah, it did sort of affect their population a bit.
You'll never see in real life. This thylacine, or Tasmanian wolf, used to live on mainland Australia and on the nearby island of Tasmania. It died out in Australia thousands of years ago, maybe because people brought in dogs, now called dingoes, and the dingoes ran wild and took over. But on Tasmania, the thylacines hunted wallabies and other small animals until the Europeans brought in sheep in the 1800s. Now, if you were a thylacine, would you rather chase a scrawny wallaby that could bound away at high speed, or a nice, fat, slow sheep? Right. So, thylacines decided they liked the sheep, and the ranchers decided they didn't like the thylacines and put a bounty on their heads. So, sad but true, the thylacines were wiped out forever.
Yeah, a little bit sad, but yeah, they were around like 100 years ago. But yeah, it was sort of taken out. Can't really think of anything else to say about. No, that's right. We don't call them Tasmanian wolves. We call them Tasmanian tigers. That's like the colloquial name, which is weird.
People have shoved some animals right out of Australia. They've also brought in new ones. Ooh, now here's a pushy latecomer. This giant marine toad, as big as a dinner plate, is known in Australia as the cane toad. It was imported with the idea that it would eat grubs and save the sugarcane crop. But it had other ideas. It ate smaller toads, frogs, a lot of the local wildlife instead. It gulps down anything that will fit into its mouth. No, it makes baby toads like crazy. And if any animal tries to eat it, it puffs up and oozes out venom from glands on its head, killing the poor animal that's trying to swallow it. We've created a natural disaster that's now happily hopping around Australia. It just goes to show you, it never pays to mess with Mother Nature.
Yeah, it's a very true cautionary tale.
You've seen some of Australia's unusual monotremes and marsupials. Oh, not to mention a few impressive reptiles and one obnoxious toad. Now, if you'd like to explore by yourself, click any of the buttons below. Oh, but beware, Australia has a larger percentage of venomous creatures than anywhere else on Earth. It might be safer to join me or one of the other expert guides on another tour.
Yeah, all right. We'll get to that. All right, how to bluff, apparently. Wow, this bullfrog or something, is it?
Here are a few tips for self-defense.
Oh, there's an opossum. Okay.
Pop up as big as you can. Open your mouth wide and jump right at your attacker. Well done.
Okay. Yeah, What else was I going to say about cane toads? Yeah, obviously venomous. I do like that birds were going after them for a while, but yeah, they'd obviously die from the venom, so they actually worked out that there's no venom on the stomach, so they'd actually flip this thing over and just like eat its guts out. And like if it tried to flip itself over back, it'd like break its legs. And yeah, I actually remember seeing it like just looking out my window at class at school and stuff. And but yeah, we imported them from South America to deal with a specific beetle that was eating our sugar cane, but it ignored the beetle and just ate everything else. But yeah, still a major problem up in northern Queensland. Was that it? Oh, we go back to the guides. Okay, I can check out the atlas. Yeah, what sort of dangerous animals are in Europe? Ah, yes, the elusive giant squid. Okay. Oh, they're not gonna read it. We're not doing the guides. There's no like audio commentary or anything. But yeah, I have seen. Yeah, you obviously have to like deep sea dive to kind of see these. Yeah, interesting sort of animals.
Fish are small creatures that would attack only tiny fish. But a few giants have been dredged up from the ocean depths.
Yeah, that's a big boy. Yep. But yeah, I remember playing like this, we had this educational game on the Apple II, which was kind of like Carmen Sandiego. You had to learn certain things to like figure out where to put down a diving bell in order to photograph a giant squid. Yeah, it was a very interesting thing. We're going to play it at some point, because I have found Apple II pack for like from Exo's collection, just to check that out. I check out yeah, there's a dude called Exo who's put all these packs together, like Exo Win, Exo DOS, Exo Apple II. He does have a YouTube channel though, so yeah, go check him out if you want to get updates on his stuff. What have I got for weapons though? Jaws, Venom, or Claws? Yeah, okay. Check out Claws. Oh, look at Cougar. Cute boy. Leaping for a living. Okay.
If wild animals held Olympic Games, a cougar would enter many of the jumping and sprinting events. This agile cat can easily leap distances many times its own length. When bounding after prey, it can switch directions quickly, even in the snow.
Yeah, get that rabbit, buddy. Have you worked out that I'm not a huge fan of rabbits? Just, yeah. Get some... Oh, yeah, I keep forgetting we get commentary for,
you see a cougar, now,
this guy.
Don't approach it. Remember that you're in its territory, you see, and it...
Oh, they're in South America as well? I wasn't aware of that.
An intruder in your own home.
Very true. Oh, yeah, jaguars. Habitats. Arctic grassland. Yeah, what's dangerous in wetlands? Yeah, cane toads. So yeah, you can. They always seem to do that. Like they'd make. Yeah, basically just like a little website on a CD, and yeah, they'd kind of reuse stuff. Oh, yeah, piranhas, mozzies, hippos. What do they say about hippos? Hippos.
These peaceful-looking hippos are covered with scars. And here's the reason. Those long, sharp teeth. Fighting, splashing, and biting are common events in a hippo herd.
Yep. Still the most dangerous animal in Africa.
Hippos spend most of their days
Oh, we got a lady for this one.
in water. Look for ears and nostrils at the surface before paddling into an area. If you see any, keep your distance. Hippos will charge, and they aren't slowpokes.
Yep, very true. Yeah, let's go back to guides and see what other ones can we check out. Yeah, we'll do. We've done enough of Australia. Let's see what dumbasses do.
Did you know that when people get hurt by wild animals, it's usually because they're doing something really dumb?
Fact.
Click my button over there to the right, and I'll show you what I mean.
I should like cut this down and make it like a emoticon or something for the channel. Oh, and they're making up profiles. Graduate of Amelia Earhart School of Photography and Film. Was Amelia Earhart known for photography? I thought she flew planes. Okay. Yep. Vegan, going by that. Oh no, probably vegetarian. Yeah. No, she's eating chocolate, so yeah. Okay. Skydiving, embroidery. Yeah, okay. Right. Let's see what dumb people do.
What a sweet little thing. I'll just give it these marshmallows, Herman, while you take a picture. Famous last words. While the tourists are sidling up to the bear cub, Mom is probably browsing just on the other side of that big tree. All it takes is one little squeak from Baby.
Very true. And, oh yeah, stuffed bear. Grizzly bears. Oh, we're going to look at some bear fighting.
In salmon season, grizzlies meet at the local fishing hole. A few arguments always break out over who gets the best fishing spots. But there's usually enough fish for every bear to get its share.
Yeah. That's cool. Alright, what else we got?
Whoa, yeah, and Mom's a whole lot bigger than most people count on. Not to mention, faster and meaner. After all, just what is that stranger doing with her cub? Keep the marshmallows in the car, and you'll stand a better chance of keeping all your body parts in one place.
Good call.
Cameras get a lot of amateur photographers in trouble. The scenario usually goes something like this. Just a little closer, Noreen. Just a little closer. 5 more steps, and this shot will be perfect. Sure. A buffalo might let you come 5 steps closer, but who knows? 2 more steps might be the limit before it stomps you into a throw rug.
Okay. Just herds of buffalo.
An African buffalo pays no attention to an oxpecker cleaning its face.
Yep, straight in the
But if
nostril.
a human approaches, the buffalo may decide to charge.
Yeah, and I've been reading up about that. Like, a lot of prey animals in Africa are kind of like hardwired to avoid humans or like attack them and stuff, mainly just because they've been hunted so much. Yeah, like a lot of livestock sort of things have actually almost been hunted to extinction in Africa. Just used to be like millions of them floating around.
This
Oh
may
yeah,
be called
Gila
a
monster.
monster, but that's because of its looks, not because of its personality. You have to work really hard to get a Gila monster riled up. They'd much rather hide than fight. Most people that have gotten into trouble were doing things like betting they could put their fingers into the lizard's mouth without getting bitten, or carrying a Gila monster inside their jackets. I don't have to tell you that this is really dumb, do I?
Nah. It's literally got a mouthful of... I know this one does venom. Yeah, it's the Komodo dragon. That's like its mouth is just like a
Gila monsters
hotbed of bacteria.
quick, so they don't attack fast-moving prey. An egg moves at about the right speed for this lizard.
Yeah, straight in there. Go get them eggs. Right, where my curse keep? Yeah, curse keeps disappearing.
Here's another creature that's often been the victim of human jokes. Rattlesnakes have been shipped across the country in surprise packages, stuffed into mailboxes, and tossed from person to person at parties. Of course they bite. You'd bite too if somebody was manhandling you like that.
Rattlesnakes save their venom for their prey.
Yep. If you ever encounter a rattlesnake in the wild, summon Jean-Claude Van Damme. He'll punch it for you.
The snake that can force the other's head to the ground is the winner.
Oh, that's how they fight? Okay, I was aware of that. Interesting.
Never
Yeah,
underestimate
gators.
how fast or how far a wild animal can move. If you're out golfing and you see a gator floating in the water hazard, don't stop at the edge to get a closer view. That gator's teeth could be clamped onto your leg before you can shout, "Hey, caddy, how about bringing that cart over here?"
Yeah, I wonder what the rules are for like if you're on a golf course and you need to play where a crocodile is. Like, is it still a shot penalty? What do you? That would be hilarious if the club's like, nah, you gotta play it as it lies. Just poke them with the stick, you'll be fine.
Alligators live in North America and China, and their cousins, the caimans, in Central and South America.
Yeah, righto. So Swamp Shrug, another video. Check that out.
When an anaconda meets a caiman, each might think the other looks like food. It's jaws against muscle. But only one will be the winner. The other will be dinner.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I have heard that anaconda's gone after, like, caimans and shit.
Now, people sometimes have nightmares about vampire bats swooping out of the darkness and biting them in the neck. But let's get real. You'd have to go to Central America, peel a vampire bat off of a cave roof somewhere, gently, they're teeny little things, and press it onto your neck. If you do all that, you deserve to get bitten.
Yeah. Hey, think about bats.
When night falls, bats come out of their hiding places to hunt for dinner. Vampire bats look for large,
Yeah, that's something that's a little more common in my part of the country.
tiny bat.
A lot more bats. Probably not like vampire bats. They're usually like after fruit. Yeah, no, I used to live in a property that had 2 apple trees, and they'd go straight for the fruit like all the bloody time. But yeah, up in Queensland you get more flying foxes. I don't think they're going to cover them in this one, but they're a lot better looking than these ones. Yeah, they're called flying foxes because they've got like a cuter, like more dog-like face. They are quite adorable though. Yeah, pythons.
Like pythons or boas often appear in pet stores. Now, these snakes are not venomous, so some people think they don't bite. Wrong. How do you think they grab onto a mouse or a bird to eat it? Move too quickly in front of them and you may find out just how long and sharp their teeth are. Also, constrictors feel nice to the touch, but sometimes these snakes want to get too cuddly. If you give one a hug, it may hug you back and it may not let go.
Yep, probably gonna see that in a second. What's this thing eating?
Pythons don't need to eat very often. A rat or possum can keep one fed for several days.
Yep. Oh no, I just noticed the tail hanging out of the mouth. Yeah.
For weeks.
Yeah, they eat like deer. And look at that. Oh no, that's gross. It's a little gross. It's creepy as shit. Okay, what else we got?
Darling
Oh yeah,
pups,
dog
huh?
pups.
Sometimes you might see wild animal babies like these fuzzy baby wolves for sale. But not only is it illegal in most places to keep a wild animal, but they really don't make good pets either. Oh sure, they're real cute and fun to play with when they're tiny, but they do grow up.
Oh, hang on, we skipped. Oh no, I'm still on wolves. Alright, yeah, let's look at some wolves.
Lips pulled back, teeth bared. It's not a smile. It means back off. Wolves communicate with all kinds of visual signals, as well as with a wide variety of sounds.
Yeah, alright. Actually, I might skip over the guide because I remember this was an actual mini game, I think.
Can you recognize wolf tracks? How about the tracks of other wild animals? Test your skills in this matching game.
Yeah, yep. Whose tracks are these? Oh. Yeah, it doesn't look like I'm actually not sure on this one. Like, whatever this thing is. That's not correct. Okay. Moose. It's not a pig. Mouse? No? Definitely not a mozzie. What are the hooved? Oh, tapir? Oh, it was a tapir. Oh, that's right. Yeah, no, I remember this mini game. Yeah, you match them all, and I think you get like a video or a picture or something like that. Okay, that's probably eagle. That's probably piggy. Piggy, maybe? Yep. That'd be Wolf? No, probably not wolf. Whatever I can't tell what this thing is. It's like a, yeah, no idea. Probably a rat. Reindeer? No, not deer. Moose maybe? You wanna go over there, moose? Go to your home? There you go. Oh, that's got like a little tail in the middle. Maybe this beetle thing? Okay, that'd be probably no, not a wolf. No, it's big, so it's probably, no, not a bear. Snow fox, okay. What's something with like longer front feet? Not sure on this one. No, squirrel? Rabbit? Yeah, no, that was confusing because the feet at the front were bigger, weren't they? That's definitely a bear. That'd be a wolf. Yeah, you can sort of tell. Yeah, I keep forgetting. Yeah, you can like see the claw marks on the track as well. And then yeah, squirrel, and then reindeer. Now we get a video. Yeah, sweet. I think there actually were like extra videos tucked in here if memory serves me right. Oh, big bear. Like, I still can't believe that was like a reward for a lot of this stuff. Just very slow paced, like very small FMV was your reward normally. Wolverine.
Live in many
Okay.
places and have big territories. Some northern wolves share their ranges with wolverines.
Wolverines. They should have watched Red Dawn for a while. That's right. Yeah, they were kind of more like badgers or something, weren't they?
Wolverines look and sometimes act like miniature bears. They have glands near their tails that produce a musky smell. That's why some people call them skunk bears.
Oh, really? Wasn't aware of that. Okay. Oh, hang on. Is it showing us more games? I can't remember if there are any more games in this. Hang on, we'll go back to contents. No, that's about eyes and stuff. Okay, hang on. Maybe you have to do the thing, like actually go through, like find them. Can't just look for them. Oh, maybe not. Hang on, we'll go to help. No, that's troubleshooting. No, hang on. Okay. Yeah, I guess you have to literally find the games. I don't remember there being many. There was like one or two or something like that. But yeah, we sort of been in this a while. Let's finish up and play something else, I reckon.
I'm watching Death Sandals video, by the way. That's who the person is. So if you want to watch a full playthrough, Death Sandals.